Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss about arrays. So in your previous program we have declared a lot of variables in the program, right? So we have seen like the declaration of integer variables, say integer x, y, z. Suppose in a program you are in need of storing some 100 integer values. So for that reason there is no need to create 100 variables, integer variables, and storing those 100 values into each integer variable. That is not a best practice. Instead of that, we can make use of the arrays concept. We can declare integer array and we can store all those 100 integer values into that array, and we can refer to those values using the single integer array variable. And from this behavior we can define what is an array. So array is an indexed collection of homogeneous elements. That means the type should be same. If you are declaring an integer variable, then you are allowed to store only the integer values into that integer array variable. Okay, no other data type is allowed. Suppose, so in array is not about only the primitive data type, like storing only the integer values, creating only the integer array or a double array. You can also create object array. You can also create the array variable of the user defined class of your own type. Okay, so but the thing is you have to store only that particular type element value. Okay, so it is not like you storing, you have created some integer array and you are storing some string variable into that array. That is not allowed. It will throw compilation error. Okay, so this is also an important question in the interviews. They'll ask what is an array. So here is a simple definition which you already discussed. So it's an indexed collection of homogeneous elements. It means it will store the same type values only. Whatever the array type is, the same type value it will be storing. And if you are forcefully, if you are storing some other type value, then it will throw a compilation error. Okay, so while using arrays, we will see the advantages and some disadvantages. Okay, so the main advantage of the arrays, it can be represented by the same name and can refer to the elements like we already discussed. Instead of creating the some 100 variables, and we can just create one single integer array and store those 100 variable values, and we can refer to those 100 variables using the same integer array. So all these elements will be stored in the indexed collection, okay, in the contiguous memory location. Okay, this is the main advantage of the arrays. Okay, then what is the disadvantage of array? So once you define an array, you have to define its size, but the size is not fixed. Sorry, the size is fixed, but you cannot change the size during the runtime. That means you cannot decrease or increase the size of array during the runtime. That is the main disadvantage of arrays. So this disadvantage, but the solution for this problem will be given in collections. Okay, that will be covering in the later video, some other video to the collection topic. But yeah, so this is the main disadvantage of arrays. Yeah, so in interviews you may also see this question, like what is an advantage of using arrays and what is the disadvantage. You can answer in this way. Okay, the next one is how many types of arrays are present. So we can see there are Basically there are two types of arrays, like one dimensional array and the multi-dimensional array, 2D array, 3D array. Okay, so we're going to discuss about the 1D array and the 2D array in the next videos. Yeah, so this is all about the arrays and what it is. We'll be covering the later part of the arrays in the next video. Thank you.